Welcome to today's episode. I am the Hooded Lid, and today I have a new product for you from Viseart. I told you another one would be coming, and this is it. This is called Violette Etendu. And like the other palettes, it opens the easel thing, the mirror thing, and the colors. When I first saw this online, I thought, I don't think so. I just bought the Natasha Denona, which had purples in it, which worked really well for me. And purples, I find, for me, can be a little difficult. Also, it should be said, I years ago wore purples because I thought they worked well with my eyes. They brought out the green in my hazel. And sometimes when you wear something for a long time, a certain color, a lip, a cheek, an eye, you don't really want to go back to it. It's hard to explain. So first of all, I thought I would compare that center row of the Denona to this one. And I'm going to try hard not to flash you. And when I look at these, I say they might work very well together, but there are no dupes. The color, there's just not. The same kind of ideas, but the colors are different for sure. So that is point number one. I want to read to you a little bit about what Viseart has to say about this, because this is a series, a collection, Etendu. They have another one that's very warm that I'm not interested in. And this was the first one, came out a week before. And apparently this is an extension of previous lines. So, introducing the Etendu collection from Viseart Paris, our new eyeshadow packaging range is developed to extend and revisit revered favorites from our iconic collection. We have expanded upon beloved classic palettes from our archives to provide more tonal color, more depth, more duochromatic and metallic finishes, more intensity and more elegance for everyday humans and professional artists alike. Okay. Let me write your copy, please. Cult favorites. Okay, cult favorite hues from Liaison honor our purple eyeshadow lovers' requests. Violette Extension was created as an elevated pro luxe, everyday, stealth chic option for effortless daytime to essential twilight looks. Okay. There's more, but I think you get the idea. Now, I don't have one of those palettes. I do not have the Liaison palette, but those were the ones that were metal, and I don't think that you could take them out. So this is a little bit different. And the size, let's see, there's 12 pans in here, and all I have is the Edit and the new one. So the Petite Fours. Let me get those. Okay, this is a problem. Because this is magnetic closure, sometimes things pop out. But I don't know where this popped out from. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, popped out from Denona. Let us see what the Petite Four is doing in comparison. So here's my Petite Four, and here is the new Etendu. So yes. Which means they are bigger than the edits. The pan sizes are. So I'm going to do a couple of swatches for you. It is late in the day, and my light is a little bit strange today because it's windy and cloudy, and then the sun comes out and it's beautiful. And also I did microneedling a couple of days ago, which makes your face a little sandy, and I do it around my eyes. So my eyes are a little sandy. I was thinking I'm going to do 2 looks in one video, which I usually don't do, but because of the sandy nature and the fact that it's late in the day and the light is weird, I'm going to do 2 videos. But you could easily do a really pretty neutral, coolish look with just this row, and I love that idea. And then you could do something, you know, more purpley. Now let's talk about the ratio. I love the ratio. It's 3 rows. 2 rows are matte, 1 row is shimmer or etc., whatever it is. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And everything else is matte, which is lovely. If you take out those shimmers and take out this color and this color, it's really, really quite neutral. So these are the 2 pops of color. And I'm going to swatch really fast, you guys, because of the light situation, and I have no idea what I'm going to do for a look. Let's do the bottom row. Okay, a thumb swatch, you know, isn't the best swatch in the world. These are really, really pretty. So this is more of a, almost of a kind of a, not quite burgundy, but not quite Merlot, because I think a Merlot has more red in it. And there's a lovely, vibrant purple, kind of a violet in this pan, but on the hand, not as quite as violet. And this is more of a traditional grapey purple and a lilac. Lovely. And second row. And here's the second row. These are all really beautiful. This one is incredibly special. There's definitely, it's like a vibrant pink, and it's the blue shift in it, or the blue little glitters, I'm not sure what it is, that makes it more of a purple tone. And I certainly hope this is looking okay on camera, because I put an extra light here because of the light situation, and when I'm looking in my monitor, I'm like, it looks a little different than what I'm seeing. And the top row. This top row, you guys, is a neutral dream. It really is. So, so pretty. Now, what are we going to do? I put on a neutral shirt because I don't have a purple shirt. I have a purple sweater, but it's hot. I don't understand this weather. Yeah, let's just kind of mix it up a little bit. We'll do a little bit of everything. So I have already primed my lid and powdered it. And I'm just going to start with the lightest shade right here and do almost all over the lid. A little, you know, work around the hood. And for my skin tone, this is such a great color to contour. And that's kind of what you're doing, you know, when you're doing that whole hood action. And it does look a little bit darker than it does, I feel like it looks a little darker on my eye than I thought it would. I mean, this is the color I went in with. And it looks like I went in with this color. Let's go in with this color and see what happens. I'm just choosing this one because there's a little more pink in this. And just very lightly, again, Viseart shadows are so great for crepey girls. And I'm not only crepey, but because of the needling, there's a little bit of a sandy nature going on. So let's go in with this fantastic, beautiful, look at that color. And just gonna massage the eyeball a little bit. So this is, you know, technically outer third. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit so you can see how pretty this is. I can't feel the eyeballs so much on this side because of that tear duct gland is all the way over here. My eyes, I don't want to look like I have, this is an extension of my darkness, if that makes sense. I know it does. I feel like, for me, when I do something like this, I see it's down here and it pulls the whole eye down. Doing under is very tricky when you're older, or it can be very tricky depending on your eye shape. I'm just going to take a big blender, this is Hakuhodo, and do a little bit of finessing. We use the big blender up here and then another blender, smaller, over here. It's not much smaller though, is it? And I'm going to do a little bit more blending under here. Make it really, really soft before I go in with a Q-tip and take stuff out. Cleaning up. This is pretty much the eye. Now you say, you have not used any of the shimmers. Indeed, you are quite observant. So which one shall we do? I know which one I'm attracted to. This is the one that's calling out to me. But let's fight that urge and go into the one that's definitely not calling to me, which is the grapey one. So I guess I'm gonna put some right here by the lash line and get up this eyeball area. It will, a little bit of fallout, it will move up to my hood area. Now I'm going to go in with this one, and it reminds me of another Viseart, so I'm going to pull that out in a second and we're going to do a comparison. And I'm just going to do that inner corner, but I'm not going to put this on the tear duct. It's just right here for a little bit of brightness. I think we're getting there. So this is the eye closed, the eye open. As far as the colors go, I think they're really, really lovely. And these two colors I think I might already have. So I'm gonna pull out, it's the Petit Pro Soleil. Here and here. Yeah, I think they're the same, you guys. Here and here. And actually those two colors are, the reason I love this palette and bought it was the yellow and these two. So now I have them again. I am going to look this up when I'm editing and I will let you know if they have the same name, but they look pretty much the same. There we go. Let me do my brows, put on a little bit of blush, put on a lip, and show you the final look. I'll be back in a snap. I'm back. I've done mascara. I just put a very neutral, even brownish kind of lip on, but because it's so thin, it doesn't look that brown, and I did just a touch of a blush and a touch of a bronzer because I think it should be all about the eye. And I also changed my settings a little bit, and now the sun's coming out and my hair looks a color that it is not. So I'm just not sure. I'm really hopeful that this is a good representation for you of what these colors are, because just judging on my hair is not gold. But I think it's just the way the light is right now. It's super strange, you guys. It's just one of those days. I was so looking forward to doing this video. I was looking up the information. It's my first video since my microneedling, so my skin is still a little iffy. But it was something I was really looking forward to, and then the weather just kind of said, not so much. We're going to make it cloudy. And that's what it is. I'm going to put that light back on that I had for the rest so you can get a full look with that light. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really need help in the lighting department. My head is killing me. I am going to, it's this weather that's killing my head. I'm going to go turn on that light. So that's the light that I had on for all of the video until now. And now I'm going to change my exposure. So this is the exposure that I prefer, but it gets darker when it gets compressed. So I shoot sometimes. I'm still figuring it out after all this time. with it a little more open. And now the hair color looks closer to my hair color. So I'm really sorry, you guys. Sometimes, look, I might edit this out, but I might not, just on the off chance that another beauty YouTuber might be watching and might just feel like, oh, let me help this poor little dumb bird and set me in the right direction, because I cannot tell you the many hours where I test and I change this setting and that setting, and I turn off this light and turn on that light and move this light up and do this and do that and do the other thing. And yeah, OMG, my head is killing me. This is the Violette Etendu. I think it's really, really pretty. I have to say, I just don't think, I think it might be this color here, the color that I've told you before. I don't like the grapey purples. I don't think they're good on me. And I kind of don't think they're good on me. The ones with violet, the ones that have more red in them, I do like on me. And, excuse me, it's this wind is making my nose run. And I think I do like those purples in the Denona better because there's more gray in them. Not cause there's more gray in them. I'm just observing there is more gray in them. Maybe that's why. I just don't know about this color on my skin tone. I'm keeping it though, I think. I'm going to do another day with just this. Let me know if you want to see that video. Just a daily look from this palette, and I will shoot it. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing it myself sometime soon. And that's it. Thank you so much for hanging around with me and listening to me blather on. I try to edit all my blathering out, if you can believe it. So the blathering you usually hear is just a little bit of blather. This time it's going to be a lot of blather because I'm so frustrated with what I'm looking at right here. And on my computer, you're making me nuts. That's it. I hope you're having a better day than I am. I'm now going to go look for something to soothe this headache that is starting here. And it's going here. I think you call that a sinus headache, which may blind me before the day is over. If this is your first time here, I hope you come again. I'm not always like this. And yeah. Be safe and smart. We don't have much longer to go before we can all get this vaccine, you guys. It's probably going to be around April when it will be available to the general public, i.e. you and me. Unless you work in healthcare, then you'll be getting it sooner. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be safe. You can still get it. It's all over the place. Don't be stupid. And I'll see you next time.